everyone, my name is Will. Thank you for tuning into my channel today. Today we're going to be doing a collective energy reading for January 24th, 2023. So let's see what the energies are for the collective today. So I hope everyone is having a great day. I know here in Oklahoma, it's about to turn really cold and dump snow in some areas. So this is going to be interesting. So it hasn't started snowing yet, so we'll have to see how much of it actually materializes. But I hope everyone out there is staying safe, staying warm, and is protected in whatever weather you may be experiencing. All right. And as always, I do not accept any archon, reptilian, demonic, or negative attachments. And I only accept light and love in this space. And I'd like to ask Archangel Michael's white light of protection during this reading. Today, oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna start pulling cards. We're not even gonna mess with the spread today. These cards are active and they want to just pop out on their own. I'd like to ask Spirit, what are the collective energies for today, January 24th, 2023? What are the energies today? What are the energies? What are the energies? And we're just gonna go by whatever pops out. Now none's gonna pop out. Okay. All right, so we have the Tower. We have the Tower. So this card keeps popping up in all the decks that I've been working with for the last however many weeks. So some of you may be experiencing a Tower moment in your life. There may be something that is disappearing, something's coming down, something is ceasing to be in your life. And it may seem like it's coming out of nowhere, like it's just leaving your life for one reason or another. But you need to remember that you are the magician. You are the creator of your own reality, okay? So yes, these Tower moments happen in our lives from time to time, and they're not fun. I mean, anytime stuff gets taken away, you know, it's not fun, you know, whether you're a kid or whether you're an adult. When stuff gets taken away, it's not fun. But we have the power to change that. We have the power to influence our future and what we want our future to be. We have all the tools. As you see in this picture, the magician has all of the tools on this table. He has the cups, he has the swords, he has the wands, he has the pentacles, he has everything on the table that he needs. He has all the tools, and that's representative of all the tools you have inside you to be able to handle whatever life throws at you, okay? And those Tower moments in our lives, they're always removing things that we really don't need, that weren't supposed to be in our, you know, as a part of our journey, in our path. They weren't supposed to be there. So it's just the universe just readjusting the scales and eliminating what wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. So the universe has a bigger plan for you, and you need to remember that even when it gets tough, even when it gets difficult, even when we are just like, I don't know if I can handle this, you can. You are the magician of your own life. But it can be causing you a lot of stress. And this card keeps coming up too. It can be tying you up in knots. It can be causing this like inner strife, this inner turmoil within you. It can be making you feel like you don't You don't have anywhere to go. You don't have any other course of action. But you need to remember that a lot of the fears that we have are in our own mind. They don't actually exist in reality. And a lot of them are societal fears and pressures that are put on us that make us behave in a certain way. They're societal pressures for us to be able to for us to behave a certain way within society. So, if you forget to lock your car door one time, that doesn't mean that your car is going to get broken into. Granted, you should lock your door because you don't know, you don't know what people are going to do. You don't know what people's intentions are. But just because you forgot to lock your car door one time does not mean that it's going to get broken into. It may be, you get out to your car, you go to open up the door, and you're like, oh my gosh, it was unlocked this whole time. I was in there for 45 minutes. But yet, everything in your car is perfectly fine. Everything's still there, but something like that can definitely mess with your mind, because then you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, this could have happened. They could have taken my stereo. They could have, hot wired my car and then driven it off. They could have, put something under the seat. It's amazing what our minds, the lengths our minds will go to, sometimes. And, but in that case, it wasn't, none of that was true. It was perfectly fine. So you're okay. The universe is taking care of you. The universe has you. The universe is divinely protecting you and guiding you. But I feel like we need to keep an open mind. We need to keep our thoughts positive. We need to remember that there are some situations that we can't think through. We can't reason our way through. There are some situations where we have to use our intuition. It doesn't matter how much we rack our brains and try and figure out the solution. It comes down to trusting the universe. It comes down to trusting your gut and going with your gut. And kind of going out on a limb a little bit, entertaining those new ideas, those new thoughts, I'm just gonna throw this example out there. So say you lost your job, okay? It's been happening a lot to a lot of people over the last year, because of the economy and everything, and the global supply shortages, and just companies just in general just being greedy. But that notwithstanding, you lost your job. Your mind is telling you, okay, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh my gosh, you have all these bills to pay, how are you going to make what you made before? Okay, how are you going to make all that money? How are you going to provide for your family? How are you going to provide for yourself? How are you going to make sure you have a house and clothes and all this stuff? How are you going to make sure you have all that? Well, first you need to remind yourself, you can create whatever you want in your life, okay? Just because a tower moment happened to you does not mean that your life is completely out of control. It's not. And sometimes that means entertaining new ideas, okay? And going with that gut feeling. So your mind may be telling you need to get a new job. You may have to work 4 jobs, just to be able to replace the income of this one job. So you're not going to have, okay. Logically, that makes sense, okay? Because our minds are wired to be logical and reason and everything. But maybe your gut is telling you it's okay, breathe. And you know what? Now's the perfect time to start that business, start that YouTube channel, start that, side hustle, start whatever you've been in the back of your mind playing with, the idea of doing that could potentially replace the income of that job that you just lost, not knowing that you were going to lose it, that doesn't mean that you don't have to work a few jobs or, work a job in the meantime, to be able to replace that income so you can provide for yourself, your family, and have a place to live and sleep and eat and, all of that. But maybe this is the universe telling you, hey, your life is not whatever this job that you just lost was. Maybe that's, you being an accountant. Maybe this is the universe saying you are not an accountant, okay? I mean, you are, but that's not the only thing you are, okay? This is a universe saying you are more than an accountant, okay? Maybe you are also maybe you are someone who is supposed to start your own income tax business. Start your own business doing other people's income taxes. Okay, this is the perfect time because you get to set your hours. You get to decide what your workload is, and from that you can grow it. And eventually you may not even need that job. So you become your own boss. So you get to decide what your hours are, what your workload is, who your clients are. You don't have to deal with Bob and Sally every year, that come to you with their books all messed up. And then you're trying to tell them, hey, listen, this is what you got to do. And they're just not having any of it. And then you tell your boss, and your boss says, well, they're our best customers. You just got to just work with them. And you're just like, oh, I really don't want to deal with this. Really don't want to deal with these two. Being your own boss, you can tell Bob and Sally, hey, if you're not going to listen to me, go somewhere else because I'm telling you what you need to do. And, your income taxes are atrocious and this is what you should do in the future. And if they're not having any of that, then you go, okay, well, thank you. And then you take their money and go because, and you don't have to do their income taxes again. We all have customers that are like that from time to time and wherever we work. But being your own boss allows you to be able to decide if you want to engage with those type of customers. Working for someone you don't have that option. So maybe this is your time to be able to have that type of control over your life. All right. Any other messages today, Spirit? I feel like it doesn't matter what deck I pull from. It doesn't matter what day I do it on. There's the same collective energy just in the ether on this planet right now. So, this new idea may be causing you to, have a hard time sleeping, have a hard time being able to concentrate, having a hard time being able to focus your thoughts, to be able to direct your intention where it needs to be, where it needs to go, where you want it to go. But I feel like Spirit is asking you to just leave all this worry behind. Just walk away from it, okay? It doesn't mean that some of that worry doesn't have merit, because it does, but it's not the entire picture, okay? So yes, you may be worrying about this, and maybe a lot of what you're worrying about, is like, yeah, if I don't, I'm going from no income, or I'm going from income to no income, like that means I need to have something to replace it. Spirit's not saying that that's not a logical connection, a reasonable connection, but it's not the whole picture, okay? It's not the whole picture. It's missing something. It's missing that cup, okay? It's missing that part. And it's making us look at our shadow selves, okay? It's making us look inside. It's making us look at thoughts and possibilities and ideas that maybe we've been just kind of shoving to the side, shoving down, or just not willing to just entertain because we've been too busy in our own minds, too busy in our own thoughts, and too busy doing things maybe we didn't want to do, but we felt like we had to. So let's pull an energy oracle card, because I don't feel like there's any more I can pull from this. I feel like I need to move on. It's a very clear message, very, very clear, and it is so much the energy that is in the ether right now. And this is the thing, if you're empathic, if you are sensitive to other people's emotions and stuff, you can just walk through a store and you can just feel this like inner tension that people have. And sometimes it can be too much. And I know me, I like occasionally walking through Target and just looking at stuff, but I've noticed lately I am steering very much clear of any place that there's a lot of people. And it's not because of anxiety or fear or worry or anything. It's just because the energy is too thick, it's too dense. And even when people are smiling and stuff, I feel this dense energy under the surface. So I feel like there's like a mask, but like they're wearing a mask, but their energy is very dense, it's very thick, it's very, they're worrying about something. And they may be covering that up in their life right now. All right. Can I get an energy oracle card for this spread? Can I get an energy oracle card? What energy do we need to be aware of for this spread today? What energy do we need to be aware of? Whoa. The sun in reverse. So the sun is positive, it's optimistic, it's joyful, it's knowing that you're supported, knowing that whatever action you take, the universe is going to fully support you. You see in the picture, I don't know if you can see, the lady is inside of like a pond, but it's in a basin, okay? I feel like that message is it's the universe, it's spirit, like he's like spirit, he, she, whatever, it is fully supporting her in what she's doing, okay? And as you can see from the picture, it looks like she's doing what she wants to do, not what she feels like she has to, not the drudgery of like day-to-day activity, but what she wants to do. She wants to be there. She wants to be right there under the sun and doing what she's doing, okay? This is in reverse. So that means that that is not how you're feeling right now. You're feeling like this tower moment, okay? You're feeling very unsupported by the universe. You're feeling like this tower moment, like what's happened, what you're feeling. You're feeling very unsupported. You're feeling very like the universe isn't taking care of you, is what I'm getting. I feel like you feel like the universe is not looking out for your best interests, is forgetting about you, is not taking care of you. And that's not true. That's not true. It may feel like that sometimes. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that it does feel like that sometimes. From time to time, we all feel like that. It's like, why is this happening? It would just be so much easier if it could have just continued on. Why did this have to end? Why did this have to change? Why did, like, but it's because the universe has a bigger plan for your life. The universe knows what direction you need to go in, what your path is, and is removing things from your path, from your, as a part of your journey, sorry. As a part of your journey, in order to get you to what you need to be in, to the destination you should be in, you deserve to be in. And that can, and when you lose a job, when you lose your livelihood, that can be like, why is this happening? Because this is going to impact my path. It's going to impact my journey. This is going to impact my lifestyle. Like, why did this have to leave? Well, because maybe you weren't happy. Maybe you're supposed to do something else. And that may not be clear right now. But I do know that the universe is going to make it clear at some point. The universe doesn't keep us in the dark forever, but it does turn off the lights every so often to see how much faith we really do have in the universe, in the process. So, let's pull a Keepers of the Light Oracle card. Katami, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know what you seek. All right? Trust what you know. You know that the universe is supporting you. It may not feel like it, but down deep, you do know that this is happening for a reason. You may not know what reason, but you know it's happening for a reason, okay? This experience is going to give you the wisdom that you will be able to use later on in your life, later on in your journey, further on your life path. And again, I feel like that card is really saying you know what you need to do next. You know what you need to do next. You may have even in the back of your mind been knowing that this was just a ticking time bomb going to happen. this was not going to be a permanent thing. You may have been planning like it was going to be a thing forever, but on some level you felt like it was going to end, but you kept pushing that to the side, and the universe was like, okay, this is going away now. All right, let's pull a spirit animal oracle card today. Can I get a spirit animal oracle card today? No! You were shuffling just fine. There we go. Okay, so we have bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. Okay, this is an opportunity for rebirth. This is an opportunity. So yes, something is leaving. Yes, something is going away. So again, it's very, the Tower card is very similar to the Death card. Very similar. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's the same type of concept. Something is going away. Something is dying. Something is being taken away. So something else, something better can come in, okay? Which is a rebirth, because if something dies and then something else replaces it, that's called a rebirth. And so you're rebirthing your identity right now. I feel like this Tower moment is an opportunity for you to rebirth yourself, to have a new identity. So make sure that you don't take this opportunity for granted, because we're not given those very often. I mean, we can do whatever we want whenever we want. We are the magician, but it's a lot easier to realize that you're more than what you thought you were, and for that to be reflected outward to other people in that rebirthing process, okay? It's a lot easier when literally the entire table, when literally the entire game board is flipped upside down, and all the pieces are in there. It's a lot easier to be that new person when that happens. We're more likely to take that that chance, to take that, oh, I'm going to try this. Oh, I'm going to, improve this. I'm going to, I've always wanted to do this, that rebirthing, that re-actualizing of your own identity, like who you are, not what the world assigned. Oh, you're an accountant, not what the world assigned your, the label, not what the world assigned to you, that label, accountant, but what identity you've assigned to yourself, and dog spirit also popped up, which is be loyal to what you love, okay? That part of yourself, okay, that maybe you've been mistreating for a while, maybe you haven't been nurturing, maybe you haven't been acknowledging. This is your chance to get back in touch with that part of yourself, okay? And wow. Normally I only pull one, but 4 flipped over at the same time, so we're just gonna go with it. Cat spirit. Claim your independence. Claim who you are. Apart from whatever this tower moment was, okay? Claim that part of yourself. You're no longer attached to that tower moment, okay? Look at this magician. He's by himself. He is independent. He has all the tools at his ready, okay? So, and so do you. So do you. Take the lead. Take the lead. So this is stag spirit. So take the lead. Don't wait for another tower moment to have to happen in your life for you to be redirected, okay? In the direction that I feel like you know where you need to go, what you need to do. That intuition. Take the lead. This is your life. This is not anyone else's life. This is your life, okay? Don't allow someone else to dictate who you are, okay? This is your opportunity to know who you are, embrace who you are, and move in a new direction. All right. One last card, and then we will close this out. And I thank you guys for your patience. And I am intuiting these cards. I really do appreciate your patience, because sometimes the message comes in so fast, I have to really think about how to word it. So I really appreciate you guys. All right, can we get one last card for this spread? Whoa. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So this is your opportunity too to forge new relationships. Especially if this was connected to a job, because for whatever reason that just keeps popping in my head. This tower moment is revolving around a job. I feel like there were relationships that weren't, like the card said, serving your higher good. Okay, there may have been some not acknowledging of boundaries, not acknowledging of how you feel, maybe the hours you were putting in, maybe the quality of your work. And I feel like you may have been taken advantage of in I'm getting a lot of instances, not just a few, but a lot. So even though it may feel like this is like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? You know, I lost this job. This is your opportunity to reinvent yourself. This is your opportunity to choose a different path, to go forward, to create your own future reality moving forward, and as well as new relationships. Relationships, I feel like, are going to be very key to your future. So the connections you make now are going to, you know, from this point forward, are going to really impact the success you have in your future. Yeah, that's the message I'm getting. no, I'm not feeling called to the crystal cards. So sorry to anyone who liked those crystal cards. I'm just not feeling. I'm not feeling drawn to work with them lately. Don't know why. But thank you guys so much. I hope this message was very clear. I hope that it was inspiring and helps you on your path moving forward in your life. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell notification so you get notified every time I make a new video. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful day. Much light and love to all of you. Stay warm, stay safe with this winter weather coming in.